Hello everyone, I hope your day is going well. Today I've got some big news from the test server to talk about. First though, a shout out to the Warden Goblin Nards for creating the patch notes I'm going to talk about today. First, a great change is all gear is now poor quality, and it seems junk has almost been completely removed from the game. Fame has been added, and that will allow you to carry levels through wipes, as Fame is persistent through the wipe and each level seems to count as one Fame point. The ceremonial staff is now usable by Wizard, Cleric, as well as Druid, and now gives magic healing as a base stat, which is going to be interesting in the live servers. The Lantern Shield has also been added. This new shield has an active riposte just like the longsword. However, from what I've heard, the riposte window is rather small, so good luck. Not only does it have that riposte, but just like the name suggests, it acts as a lantern if you press R while holding it. An early system for quest log and the request a night has been added to the main menu. There's now an ore called Froststone, assumably we'll be getting that from Ice Caverns level 2. Druid has a new very strong perk called Dreamwalk, where you become invulnerable for 4 seconds while still being able to cast any time you take damage. The perk has a 12-second cooldown and it's passive, you don't need to do anything for it. All classes also get a base 15 HP buff. This is going to be the biggest difference for the squishy classes like Wizard, Rogue, Ranger, and all of them. Druid can now use Mace, Morningstar, Spear, Warhammer, Rondell, and Quarterstaff, as well as being able to use all casting devices aside from crystal swords. The lighting system seems to be improved, with less lighting bleeding through the walls, which means it's going to have true darkness in the dungeons, which is great, and more static torches and braziers being turned off by default. And this is going to be a direct rogue buff, and going to add a sense of life to the dungeons. Every dungeon is going to look a little bit different, which is great for replayability. Inferno boss and map layouts have been randomized. Bosses are no longer tied to specific map layouts. This is a massive change, and is the first step towards procedurally generated dungeons, which I think is the future for this game if we want long-term sustainability. New items have been added to the marketplace. Ritual robes, frozen iron key, which I assume is going to be for the level 2 ice caverns or just an ice caverns key. Cursed crown, which is going to be a drop from Ghost King himself, probably going to be a quest item. Extra thick pelts, I think that this is going to be from the Yeti. Frost Wyvern egg and Frost Wyvern's claws, 2 drops from the Frost Wyvern, very exciting. Ghostly essence, who knows, honestly. Infested flesh, also interesting, probably from zombies. Warlord's broken sword blade, probably another quest item, but it'd be really cool if you could make a sword out of that. And last but not least, Yeti's teeth. This was some of the more interesting stuff I pulled from it. If you want to have a full read through, this is where you can find the patch notes. I think that with all of these changes in the state that they are, the next wipe is going to look like a melee kind of wipe. And as a ranger, I hope I'm wrong, but so many quality of life improvements came with this, and honestly, I'm tripling down. I'm saying it in my professional speculation opinion. June 7th is going to be a massive drop on Epic, at the very least. Thank you for watching, everybody. Remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, have a good one.